For today's cup of coffee, we have a record breaker that we get to announce. And I'm going to try not to butcher this gentleman's name.
Question, why would you want to break this record? Why would you want to do that?
Well, if it was a piss poor record, it deserved to be broken.
I can't even say what I want to say because it would spoil the whole damn thing. But like...
No, actually, those old LPs and stuff like that, trust me, some of those needed to be broken. Yeah. Not everything that was vinyl was classic or good. Some of it was bad when it first came out. Yes.
We're talking about Guinness Book of World Records.
We are now.
The fuck
You
did
said
vinyl...
breaking records, so I went old school.
About to hit you with the scarf.
This comes from Mirror and is by Rachel Hagan, October the 20th of 2022. And it is indeed a Guinness World Record that was broken. And Sydney D. Carvajolo, Mosquito, not Mosquito, Mosquito,
Moschino?
has won the record for being able
Fashion brand Moschino?
to push his eyes 1.8 centimeters out of their sockets using his facial muscles.
Now, don't you think that's just a bit disturbing?
I think it is highly disturbing.
What if they get stuck?
Yeah.
Because, like, that has happened.
And the record was officially recorded by an optometrist.
I think you are told by optometrists not to do that. If you have a condition that lets you do that, don't do that. You can dislocate your eye.
I don't know. Well, apparently the optometrist didn't say anything against it.
It can harm the...
optic nerve.
Yeah.
I don't know. It says that the Brazilian discovered his bizarre biological condition at the young age of 9 and has always loved showing off his eye-popping talent to his family and friends. Now, how do you discover that you're able to do that?
I guess if you're straining. And so...
No.
You're just like...
It didn't say how he found this out. Now, I want to know that.
Yeah.
You know, was
Who,
it
what,
something
when,
that
how,
he
and
was
why?
really surprised? So,
Who, what, when, how, and why.
and we'll show you a picture of this gentleman now.
How much is fucked up? That's fucked up.
Well, it is. He's another one. It's Halloween for him all year round. And it says it was not until this year that Mr. Mosquito officially registered the talent. His record was verified in Brazil's Sao Paulo on January the 10th of 2022 when an optometrist measured his eye protrusion using a device known as a proptometer. Poptometer is what it should have been. Poptometer. It says that Sydney, who performs as an impersonator of the Addams Family character Uncle Fester, briefly loses vision when he pops his eyes and explained the feeling as, quote, letting go of part of my body, end quote. Well, yeah, because you are.
Mm-hmm. Loves it.
So I can see the Uncle Fester thing. And
that I don't think Uncle Fester did that, though.
No, I think he had a little bit of hyperthyroidism going on
That's
there.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
His eyes are just naturally like that.
Yeah. So there's some people that have had some very interesting eyes. Peter Lorre comes to mind. And of course, Marty Feldman. Marty Feldman was so great.
Betty Davis. There's Marty Feldman.
Yes, but her eyes were just beautiful. They were unusual in that respect.
Well, people thought that they were unusual.
Well, yeah. And then that gentleman from The Hills Have Eyes, of course, that's just his complete
appearance. That's just his face.
That's just his complete appearance. And he's made it work for him. And kudos to him.
It's just like, hi.
It says that the Guinness World Records said he broke the 2007 record of 1.2 centimeters. Now, that's one of those, that's a pretty good distance to be, with your eyes there. And Mr. Mosquito said he was speechless to learn the news of breaking the record and had never felt, quote, so much happiness, pure excitement mixed with elation and ecstasy, end quote. That's a very humble, and I bet he is a wonderful human being. I really do. And it says that he has since been able to utilize his strange talent in both personal and professional ways and is hoping to become known for his talents across the globe and not just in Brazil.
Huh.
I'd say that, there's all kinds of, advertisers and stuff like that are going to just clamor for him. And he could get some movie deals or something from this.
He could get some money.
Yeah.
He could get some money.
Make
bank.
I hope he does. I really do. And
he'd be that background character that's just doing weird shit with their face.
And that's all right, too. And he had told Guinness World Records, quote, my skill is definitely a gift. It came from my father, my mother, and the creator, too, end quote. So he gifted God from it. I wonder when he's crediting his mother and father, did they also have this ability?
Probably.
Can you imagine a whole family?
Whole family of bug-eyed fish.
That would be an interesting family portrait, wouldn't it?
That
would be.
Squish.
Don't poke his eye. Don't poke his eye.
They're like snails. How can you not?
You really?
Yeah.
That's what makes it go back in. And he also stated, quote, a dream come true, opening doors for my work to be even more recognized. Having bulging eyes is really an incredible human achievement, end quote. Well, I don't know.
I don't think most people achieve. I don't think most people want to achieve such a thing.
It says he also works full-time in sales and owns a hamburger delivery company called Tio Chico's Burger.
Yeah, I bet that brings in a lot of customers, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Like, you stand down and stare at them with those bug-eyed. Come eat with us. Come eat.
Come here, I want to show you a trick. It says his wife had shockingly said that she didn't know of his unique ability until they were already engaged. So I can't imagine.
I don't think that's. He's trying to be serious. Like the fuck, you don't want to. That would scare anyone a while.
That wouldn't be a selling point, would it?
Scare anyone away. My God.
He'd be on one of these dating websites. Can you imagine?
He'd be on those fucking game shows.
I don't know. There are people that like odd and unusual people, so that may have been, again, a like selling point.
Sideshow Bob.
I keep thinking of the movie Freaks, but that's not in a bad way of saying that, because we appreciate the people that have these unusual physical features, unusual talents, all that stuff.
Krusty the Clown.
It says the record for farthest eyeball pop in a woman was set by American Kim Goodman, who can pop her eyeballs 1.2 centimeters. So he's got 0.6 centimeters on her. And so we'll show you
another... Good job for useless achievement.
We will show you another picture here. You have to admit, that's rather striking.
Striking's... I think that's a light word.
And as interesting as it is to look at the pictures of this, I can't even imagine what it would be like to see that in person.
2 fingers.
No.
Poke them right back in.
This is the type of thing.
Get the fuck back in there. Get those in your head.
It's like, do you need me to call a doctor? Do you... you can't...
I can play a game of whack-a-mole right now on your face.
he must not be able to keep the eyes in that position for that long because your eyeballs dry out. And if your eyeballs dry out, that can be... damaging, but...
Turn into raisins.
Since the optometrist...
They filled with fluid, too.
Well, they filled with fluid, but they also had to have moisture on the eyeball itself, not just the vitreous humor, which is inside of it.
Raisin.
I keep thinking of 10,002.
A fucking peeled grape.
All these episodes
shriveled up
from SpongeBob are what keep going through my mind, because they would do some very interesting things, especially with Mr. Krabs. So, yeah.
And then rubbing his eyes together, popping. So, my eyes are correct.
That and the character from Real Monsters. Crumb, where he had his
Crummy with that he holds his hands
and
holds his eyes in his hands.
Yes, and where he could throw them and they could still see and stuff.
What about that fucking creature from Pan's Labyrinth?
Oh, that was Pan's Labyrinth.
That was a disturbing ass movie.
It was.
It's a good movie, but it's sad.
I watched it once and that was enough.
I've watched it about 3 times.
No,
It's a good movie. It's really well done. It's just sad as fuck.
It is. But anyhow, this gentleman, Mr. Mosquito, is no longer sad because he has achieved something. Not that many
that
people.
bag.
Absolutely.
Get that bag.
Not that many people are in Guinness. I mean, that's a huge something. Well, I mean, the ones that the record is still there.
Yeah.
And even if somebody does beat a record, the record is still there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they used to have a show about the people that were going to be in Guinness. Certain ones with certain talents and stuff. It was a very interesting show.
Did you know there's like a Guinness Book of World Record thing for bubble blowing?
That doesn't
bubble
surprise
gum
me.
blowing. Biggest bubble.
So they put their whole head in it.
Bigger than their face, bigger than their body. Like that huge. And it's like,
did they have hair or were they wearing a...
Oh, they had hair. Some of them had a beard. I think one of them had a mustache and a beard.
Why didn't they have like those swimmers caps or something like that? Because anybody who has ever had bubble gum in their hair, that is a hell unto itself.
When it's that big, I just assume that it's like one of those, what are they called?
I don't know. Punching balls?
No, those things that you get like in the squeezy tube and it comes with a straw and then you prick it and then it just like...
Right. No, they pop. They pop. It's a totally different elasticity.
No, the tiny ones pop, but I'm talking about like the big ones.
Yeah. Trust me, when I was a kid, I had this thing about the blowing of the bubble gums. Yes, because as an only child, you find strange ways to amuse yourself, and the blowing of the bubble gums
and
was...
curly hair.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could have benefited from one of those swimmers caps back in the day.
I'm sure a lot of kids could have.
That's probably the reason you can't. That it's difficult to find.
That's why they banned gum out of the schools.
Well, no, the reason they did that was because people were sticking the gum under the desks and...
Wouldn't you?
No, I was
little designs under there.
God, no, I wouldn't do that. I was the one as a small child that sat in the bubble gum, and the teacher made me continue to sit there, and I have this aversion to tartan to this day because I was wearing tartan pants. They were in fashion then. They're in fashion today.
Yeah. Found a pair of tartan pants that I actually want. They're like punk pants.
Yeah, they are. They're very much like
the
that.
ones I was looking at, like they have chains and shit on them.
But as far as being able to bug your eyes out like that, how the hell did he figure out he could do that?
Oh, you got that talent? You better untalent. That's weird as fuck.
And again, like the Pekingese that they say if you hit them on the back of the head.
That's horrible.
I've never seen anybody try it.
Just imagine going whack, pop.
That very well could be a rumor. Do not ever try that. Like I said, that's not verified.
I think
that's
people
just
have
something
said the same thing
heard
about chihuahuas.
Probably. I don't know that they're not as bug-eyed as the, they're not as bug-eyed as the Pekingese. I had some bug-eyed
I
dogs.
think you need to look at some more Chihuahuas. I really do.
There's a genetic thing going on right there.
You got a case of hyperthyroidism right there.
Absolutely.
They're all half bug-eyed fish.
Oh,
Bug-eyed
like those black
goldfish.
mollies. There's
like
a lot
those
of different, a lot of those different fish that with the bug eyes.
I like those bug-eyed fish.
I like just the regular black mollies. The other ones are disturbing.
Nah, I like the bug-eyed fish. I want the bug-eyed fish.
You know what would be cool?
The more colorful, the better.
If they could do that chameleon eye thing, one look one way and one look the other way. That would be cool. That would
Fucking doing the Uzumaki eyes.
Oh yeah.
They're doing spirals in the opposite direction of each other.
Well, there's one thing about it. I don't think he will have to worry about having 23 pairs of contacts getting stuck in
I don't know.
You pop that eye out and those things
He'd have to worry about other shit get out.
dispenser.
He'd have to worry about other shit getting stuck in the back of his eyeball.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just one of those that I'm sure he doesn't. Well, like I said, I'm sure he can't extend his eyeballs like that for that long of a period of time. See, I have questions. It's like, how often do you do this a day?
Why do you do this?
Why do you do this? Well, now I understand he's got clout now. He does it because he can. How long do you leave the eyeballs protruding, at a time? Have you had an optometrist?
Can you blip them like one of those like lights, like signal lights?
I don't know. We had a warning thing on there.
What'd that do?
Oh, I think it says that we're running low on battery.
Oh, well, we better wrap this up.
Yeah. So have fun with it. Enjoy the picture. One more time.
Yeah. Poke. But get a
don't poke people
play a
in the
game
eye.
of whack-a-mole.
Don't
if someone
poke
does that
people
in
in
front
the
of me, I'm grabbing whatever's closest. I'm playing a game of eye-mole.
Oh, the eyes have it. Oh no. We were just about to wrap things up.
Yeah.
And the battery died. I don't understand why they'll say it has 50-some minutes, and then 10 minutes later it's like, nah.
It's like, hey, fuck you.
Mm-hmm. But
surprise, bitch.
So we'll just go ahead and wrap it up. I guess that's the universe saying, okay, let's make this one a shorter cut. So we will.
Yeah.
If you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural, UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you have some unusual talent like this gentleman and are able to bug your eyes out or something, please be careful, first of all. But send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the link to the article will be in the description box as well, and that's where the pictures do come from.
Yes.
So you can go and look at those at your leisure. Mm-hmm. Hey, maybe you're somebody that knows this gentleman, and if you are, tell him we wish him the best.
Yes.
And just to enjoy his
It's
success.
weird as fuck, but it's cool. It's
cool.
It's honestly cool.
It's just one of those really interesting, fabulous oddities. We like the oddities lots.
Yes. I like the Guinness Book.
Yeah, Guinness has got some really cool stuff in there. They've been around for a long time.
I had one of their books. I think I had two of their books at one point.
I think we used to pretty much collect them there for a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah, send all that stuff, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Know that you're loved.
Yes.
Even if you can't bug your eyes out, you have talents. Some of you may have undiscovered talents.
You can wiggle your nose.
Might be able to, or wiggle your ears.
Wiggle your big toe.
That's all right. There are some people who have no toes.
There's some people that have no feet.
Right.
They got stubs.
If you've got toes, wiggle those and be grateful.
Yes. Or you can rub. You can wiggle the nubs. You can
That's okay.
You can
That's
wave
all right.
the nubs.
Do that.
The little chicken tenders.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. You're loved anyhow.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Y'all know the spiel by now.
We have new people. Yeah, we have new people. That's why we do this.
I know that I'm
Okay.
being a smart ass. Let me
Well, being a smart ass is better than being a dumbass. So
I'm fine with
I
either.
applaud
Smooth
you.
brain gang. I got two sides of a brain, one smooth and one's wrinkly. Which one you want? You want smooth brain gang or you want wrinkly brain
You
gang?
want the wrinkly. You want the wrinkly brain.
I'm constantly on smooth brain gang, alright?
So,
Don't forget to like and share. Most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Don't forget to have a good.
we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.
Keep the eyes in your head.
Don't be smacking no pugs neither. Or the pickaninnies.
I'm gonna be poking the eyes back in.
No, nobody be poking anybody in the eye.
Don't do that.
Bye.
Bye.